When it comes to garage doors, I think of a guy. His name is Cody Johnson from Garage Door Doctor. Hey, Cody, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Joe. How you doing?
Hey, I'm living a dream. Thank you so much. Hey, I wanted to get you on the program today to talk about a question here that crossed our desk. You know, people who listen to the program often have questions, and so they come into the studio. Are you all set to answer a question today?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Yeah. And so this one comes up a lot, and it has to do with curb appeal. And I really know the answer to this. But the question is how can a new garage door change your home's curb appeal, and actually for the better? That wasn't the question. It was how can it change the curb appeal? But really, how can it change the curb appeal for the better?
Well, so there's multiple answers on that one. But to me, the number one thing, at least out here in the Houston area, most of the new construction houses, the garage doors are bland. They all blend in. They're all the same. Nothing stands out. There's nothing, because they're all the same, it doesn't help the curb appeal. It's just blending in. So, what I would suggest to consider maybe going with a contrast color, some sort of different color or a different design. Get some windows, or they call lights, in there. And that's one way to kind of make it different. They also have decorative hardware that we can put on. They're magnetic. You don't even have to screw it in. And that'll also be another way that we can change it up. While you're at it, let's look into getting a better quality door with an insulated door with a high R value. That way the house can be more energy efficient. Also, the garage door is the face of the home. So it's 35 to 40% of most of the suburban houses here in Houston. So when you change that door, you're changing the whole entire look of that house. Now, when you come home, and instead of something being kind of bland and boring, you come home and you're excited for it. I did this on my last house. We had just an ugly brown door, looked like everybody else's. We put in a faux wood looking door. And man, I was actually happy. When I drive down my street, I'm like, I can't wait to see my garage door. Kind of weird, but that's how it is. So also one other thing to consider. So according to Remodelers Magazine, they did a study, and it's like a 98% return on investment on the garage door. So it's basically free, especially if you upgrade and get an energy efficient door. It's free. So why wouldn't you want to do it?
I totally agree. 35, 40, sometimes 45% of the facade of the home is the garage door or doors. Some people have two or more garage doors, and it can quickly, within half a day or less, change the appearance of the home much quicker than just painting the house, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, normally on a door project, generally somewhere between 2 to 4 hours, maybe 6 hours if it's multiple doors and multiple motor units. But yeah, we can take care of it. We can do special orders. We have doors in stock. So generally it's a same day, next day project if it's a special order. Nowadays, when COVID was happening, it was half a year, but nowadays we're looking somewhere between 3 to 6 weeks out, and then we can get it done as soon as it comes in. We'll call you and get it knocked out the next day for you.
Definitely one of the top home improvements you can do for ROI, return on investment. And at the same time, you're enjoying something that looks good when you drive up, and you show off your garage door to your neighbors. And if you get a new one, you might want to upgrade to something with lights, which are the windows, like Cody said. Maybe it's insulated. Even if you don't need it insulated because you're not trying to conserve the climate inside, it's a more substantial door, and it's going to sound quieter and feel better.
Oh, yeah, I completely agree. If you've got a living space attached to that garage, get an insulated door. While you're at it, go ahead and change the motor to something quieter also, and just upgrade the whole entire look and feel of that house. So, yeah.
That's the way to go. All of Cody's information, including his phone number and his website, are located in the description of this podcast. Cody, as always, thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you, Joe.